Audio shrink back in the house. Now there's where I felt it was getting to be a little much in my space. And to be honest, it all sounded really good. There was no echo or reverb, even with the Grahams pulled out. You got these assholes that just won't stop, right? Coming out of their holes to say that your room needs treatment. Not everybody's does, and not everybody can. So if you look here, you can also see there's the Inuus and the QB9 there on the side. Then you got you got the line magnetic there, the M23 there to the right. And then you got your Blue Circle BC707, tube rectified phono preamp, turntable, John's Pure Fidelity there. And then you got your Grahams. Like, this was a lot of money, guys. Like, it really, really was. There was a lot of money there. All purchased through the used market, but still, let's face it, there's a lot of complexity going on there. There's just a lot of stuff that has to work in conjunction and all have synergy and remain to just sound good in the room. So, I've talked about this before. The way this all happened was not planned, but I'm sure any of you that has that amount of gear that's got a little bit of audio nervosa or calls himself an audiophile, they do get those thoughts like, oh, what if I change that? And what if I change this? And can I get it better? And yeah, there just came a point where I just gave up on all that bullshit because it's insane. It really, really is insane. Like, how long does someone want to be doing that in their life? Just ask the question to yourself, right? So what I did is that's how I reached out to the dealer about the Bel Canto, because I had never heard it, but I had read a lot about the E1X integrated and just how good it was. And the fact that John actually displayed his turntable with the phono stage section of this exact amp. It had me really intrigued, so it's not like someone's going to send just any Joe Blow a $12,000 amplifier without some kind of security behind it. But he was gracious and he did that for me. So it came in, I was able to sit with it for about 3 weeks. And I looked around at all this stuff. I'm in a 2-bedroom condo. It's not huge. Space is a premium. It's nice to have a clean, non-cluttered, look like an audio home, not a home. And the more I listened to it, I realized, what? This is that good. This can replace this $4,000 phono stage. The streaming section sounds just as good as my Inuus Zen MK3. It sounds unbelievable with the spatials, it's always been my speaker of choice, just how good it works in the room. It really eliminates the need for treatment, It really does. My room works, and although you can judge it all you like from the iPhone, but you can even tell when you talk up close to the phone, the sound changes, right? It doesn't sound the same way as when I'm sitting here. So at the listening chair, it's really good, guys. So that's where the big downsize started, and I knew once I put one of those components up for sale, it would start the ball rolling, because there was 2 separate systems there working in conjunction. One was for the turntable, one was for a digital system. So there was a lot of money there, like to replace. It was around $100,000 if someone was to try to get all that new, easy. And then all the cables and, it can be stressful trying to sell things, but, having the rep that I do have on cam, I can't believe how quick I was able to get rid of all those things. So first, I think it started with 5 acoustic Zen power cables. Not a fan of them. You can't even, too hard to work with, guys. Had them for like 12 years though. Recouped all that money. So those were the first to go. There was, I think it was 5. 5 of those. Those went to a guy. And then the next thing was a component. So it was 2 preamp, M23 power amp, Inuus MK Zen Mark III, That's like $5,000 to buy today. The Air QB9 USB DAC, because that's all I needed was USB with the Inuus. So that's what I buy, purpose-built components. So what do you got there? You got the NAD, the Tube Pre, you got the Blue Circle phono stage, you got the Air QB9. I might be missing some, all the power cords. You got the Grahams, which are, with those stands, $11,500, man, to buy. What a relief to know and to be able to have the Bel Canto to make this huge decision, which brings up a lot of fear, you know, especially for people that are borderline hoarders. You know, they get this attachment to things. Guys, I don't regret it one bit, man, because all that money that I recouped, which was a lot, it went right to the condo. Unbelievable feeling. You know, I can sit here with a world-class system. It just sounds absolutely incredible. I know all you haters out there, you've never been here. You know, envy, jealousy, judgment. It's sad. It's very, very sad. I don't need any help from you, okay? I know what I'm doing here. The sound's very, very good. I'm not on a mission to dampen and treat my room. I don't need to. It's just not for me, man. Sounds really good in here. And I've had many people come, right, that have done this longer than me. And I'll have Mike back, who writes articles on hi-fi. He knows how good it sounds in here, naturally. But yeah, so that there, as you can see the picture, that's a lot of gear, guys. Just a lot of stuff. A lot of cabling and synergy that has to be right. And it took a couple decades. But there was still always something. I felt the NAD M23 was a little much. A little too much for me, for my ears at times. Bel Canto's not that way. It's another level. It's a very, very highly refined piece. And it will suit any audiophile, even the fussiest. I mean, it's that good. You don't see the integrated come up for sale for the last little while. Like, it's just, it provides too much value, even at its retail price. Think about what it replaced. Like, look at behind me compared to what it was. It's that little stack there. That's it, right? Freedom. This does everything that I need it to do. You know, the line magnetics over there, and that's not because it didn't have superb synergy with the line magnetics, because it did. It's just the Bel Canto was designed and built to replicate that signature. And I hear it. I can actually hear the similarities. The thing is, the Bel Canto can do everything I need it to do. The line magnetic needs other components to be purchased, right? And some of you enjoy that. You like to have lots of boxes and stuff, but I've been doing this so long, and I'm already at that place where I want to be fit for the future. I want to cash out, do what's right with the money, what's most important to me, and be free and just listen to music, because at some point, man, we don't want our stuff ending up in the landfill. We want to, if you call them so-called investments, well, that's what mine were, because I was able to get all my money and even more back, right? And just settle for, who would have thought, a single box. Sure is not, it's not an all-in-one. It's a fully integrated system at reference level. I can only imagine whoever owns the AC S600. Holy cow. I think that's 40 grand here. 1 billion of aluminum. Like, you know, these products exist, guys. They do. So I'm here to tell you that they do. So anyway, that was the downsize journey. Like, subscribe. I feel great today after the gym. It's just, you know, the mind isn't as full with thoughts. It's pretty clear. I'm feeling somewhat serene. So yeah, just like and subscribe, and if you feel so grateful, hit the super thanks down by the text bar. Cheers.